This is about our fourth training session with Shasta. We begin the day with her secluded in her stall because one of the other Mustangs was out in the round pen being worked. We are going to touch her with and let her sniff and investigate a stick. I think it's a carrot stick, and at one point we get out a longer stick. Our goal is just to desensitize her to these things and have her looking at them and investigating them. And then we're looking for her nervous system to calm down at different points. And that will show us that her nervous system is able to calm down and therefore she's able to deal with the pressure that we're putting on her in a way where her nervous system cooperates and she's in a learning headspace. This is something that I'm hesitant to do with a horse trapped in a stall because when you tie a horse up or you add equipment or you lock them in a small space, then you're adding pressure and then that pressure can add to the situation and take away from the horse learning about that object or having their nervous system come down. However, Shasta is pretty comfortable in there and she is not panicking, and so we do a little bit of this just because she's already in there. But tying a horse up or locking a horse up to show them something scary or to do something that they find really aversive usually won't get you anywhere because you're adding extra pressure to the situation, and then that will escalate things to where their nervous system cannot come down and then they are in fight or flight or shut down and they are not learning anything. Shasta's still afraid of this touching her. You can see by her skin twitches, but Tabitha just does some really firm pressure all the way across. And the thing with touching a horse that's afraid of an object is that if you are going to touch them, then you better be very precise about it. So this is how we began the session, and right before this, Tabitha was working with Scout, which is the other Mustang in the shot here. And I find it interesting that the other horses watch each other, and Scout was having a nice time just like rolling in there and relaxing, laying down. And so I think that that's good for the other horses to see. The next thing we're going to do is some more approach and retreat. And here we are just seeing if we can't get Shasta to let us touch her nose or at least sniff and get very close. And then we are taking the pressure away when she turns towards us. So a little background on this gal, because in the first episode I don't think I had my facts. Shasta's estimated birth date is in 2011, and so she is about 14 years old. She spent about 9 years as a wild horse and was rounded up in the summer of 2022. She is from the Twin Peaks HMA, a certain herd that's managed by the BLM, which is the Bureau of Land Management. And that herd is located in California. It sounds like when she was rounded up, it was a pretty rough roundup, and they rounded up quite a few horses. It says that they rounded up about 300 at the time, which is a very large amount. They did it in an emergency because of lack of water, and there were a lot of babies present. We wouldn't be surprised if she had a baby as well at the time. After that, she was in holding facilities and transferred to another holding facility for Tabitha to pick up, but she was not sent to tip trainers and she was not trained, so she did not get training for that next 3 years. And sometime between getting to us, she also has a leg injury. And so all these things considered, she is doing great and making a lot of progress in these 4 sessions. She's been a very long time wild.
She's facing up today.
I mean, she's not quite, but it is, I think, because of her leg.
Totally turning away from me.
Yeah, and okay, so just think, you just did this activity here with the drawing. She's starting to understand. You come towards me. At first she learned, if I stay still, you'll stop. Now it's, you gotta come to me. Like, as soon as this thing comes, if I go towards it, it moves away from me.
Right.
And that's what's gonna teach her to come with you on the lead line.
Right.
So I don't care that she totally faces up. This is great. Just keep pushing for a touch. She'll probably panic when she does. As soon as she does, if she'll stop, like if she doesn't just totally bolt, then just keep trying.
Okay.
She's gonna spook herself a few times with that. You might want to wear gloves in case she bites. I don't know that she will, but sometimes they do a little nip with the touch because they panic. Or she might do this. So just do the touch. As soon as she makes contact, get away. Okay? Because it's the same thing, that pressure and draw. But we do want to touch or the actual sniff, and we're going to be aware that she may take off. Once she does that, that's when we're going to push her until she stops and faces again.
Okay.
And think happy, happy, joy, joy.
When you're working with a nervous horse and they do something that we like, we should try to really project to them with our energy and our thoughts and emotions that it's a very happy, good thing. And we don't want to be glum in any way when we are working with the horse and they're doing something we like.
Try making a fist with your hand. Yeah. And then you can also show like the top of your hand more than the side. Yeah. That way she's pretty sure you're not going to grab for her.
Okay.
Okay. But we want like a real touch or sniff. And that's about as close as I'd have you. I'd have you lean rather than step any closer. Yep, just give her the time. Once she comes towards you, she's close enough to do it. Okay, back off. Yep. Yeah. Okay, she's like, how do I get this pressure to go away though? Yeah. Good.
Good girl. Good girl. Good job. Good job, Shasta.
Okay. It's all right. Yeah, give her a little break. Just because she's a little more cornered. That was really good. Yeah. No muss, no fuss. Just act nonchalant about it. I liked how you're going towards her. Yeah. Good. Mm-hmm.
Girl.
Uh-huh. Show the top of your hand. Yeah. See?
Good girl. Good.
Yep, wait till she swings back around. Just let her make that decision. Yes. Okay. Don't look at her. Just wait. If you don't look, but if you feel her actually, like, you feel her breath, then just back away and leave. We got to relieve the pressure at some point, but I'm just really hoping. Get a little further. Yeah, I can take a break. Give her a break.
You'll see Shasta soon, but join me next week. I take Davina long lining, and I think I made a mistake. Be sure to subscribe and like so I can reach more horse lovers, and we can all become better horsemen together.